before the big game kicks off. Tonight, the big game is in the Carabao Cup second round and it's up in Cumbria. League Two Barrow hosting Championship Derby County. This will be only the sixth ever meeting between these clubs and the Rams' first trip to Holker Street for nearly 68 years. But it's not that long ago that Derby last faced Barrow in this competition. Just 4 years ago, the Rams needed penalties to get past the then EFL newcomers in the opening round after a pretty drab goalless draw at Pride Park Stadium. Barrow beat Port Vale in round one, coming from 2-0 down in the second half to set up tonight's tie. Barrow beat Vale again at the weekend, 4-0 in the league this time. They've won all three matches at home to start this new season, and they're doing it under a new manager. Stephen Clements was appointed this summer after Barrow missed out on the League Two playoffs by just a single point last season. Well, Derby have already beaten League One side in the Carabao Cup this season, League Two I should say, coming from behind to beat Chesterfield in round one. Caden Jackson came off the bench to get the winner, and there could be a new face in the Rams lineup tonight after a bank holiday arrival on Monday. And you'll hear from the new boy, Tawanda Chirewa, in a few moments' time. First, as we look ahead to tonight's Carabao Cup second round tie up at Barrow and look back on Saturday's defeat at Watford, we've been talking to first team coach Matt Hamshaw.
Obviously disappointing result, and we felt like we should have got something out of the game. Pleased with certain aspects of the performance, but there's areas obviously we've got to improve in, but we're still early in the season. There's still a long way to go. As I said, there were a lot of pleasing aspects that we've worked on. I think we could have tidied up possession a little bit better when we got the ball back, and players are aware of that, but I just think the belief within the camp has to be more from the individuals. We spoke a lot after the game about making sure that they believe it, because it's all right us believing it. We think we've got a good team, but they have to believe it, and there's certain aspects of obviously this league that a few have not played in or haven't played in it for a while, and at times I think they probably showed them a little bit too much respect. But saying that, we felt that we had enough opportunities and chances in the game to get a positive result from it.
A question I've asked a couple of the players who've played in the Championship before is how different it is being back now. Same for you, really. A couple of years since you coached at Championship level. Has the division changed much on your early views of it?
Yeah, I think it's been through a bit of a wave, really. I think that it had a period where it was unbelievably good. And then obviously COVID struck and it kind of deteriorated a little bit. I think obviously less finance, less money getting put in. And over the last 2 seasons, I think it's back to its brilliant best again. Hence why it's so exciting to watch. I think every game you're watching it, both teams are always going for it. It's quite attacking, a lot of physicality, a huge step up from League One. And I think, yeah, like I've just said, I think it's back to its best and people want to watch it because it's an entertaining league.
Obviously, you went in front early with a brilliant goal from Ebo Adams. Is it more dispiriting, the fact that you led and led for a while in that game to lose with nothing, leave with nothing?
Yeah, definitely. Anytime you go ahead, I mean, we showed last season that obviously when we got a lead, we defended well and looked to threaten the counter. I mean, the first goal's an unbelievable goal, and that's probably quality that you get in Championship, as we all know. And the second goal's a good finish, although we feel it's a little bit unfortunate. Felt we could have probably done better stopping the cross. But that's from a coaching point of view. Sometimes I've been there as a player and you slide in and it goes between you. There's not a lot you can do, but we just felt that obviously Ibu's chance, Sonny's header could have gone anywhere at the end. Good opportunities, and obviously if one of them drops, everybody's saying it's an amazing point, but we were hugely disappointed not to take all 3 points, if I'm going to be honest.
You had a couple of debuts. We've talked a lot about the goalkeeper. I wanted to ask you about Jerry Yates, who made his first start for the club, and your relationship with him, because that goes quite a long way back, doesn't it? Yeah,
so I've known Jerry since he was 12, 13 years old. Really good work ethic, had setbacks as a younger player, as a lot of younger players do, and showed great resilience and has gone on to have a good career. And obviously, we've been fortunate to bring him back to it. I know there were a lot of interest from a lot of other clubs, and we were just pleased to have him back. I mean, he's got goals in Championship, and they come at a commodity a lot of the time, as we're going to probably find out this week in transfer window. It's everybody's after a number 9. we're fortunate that we've got Jerry in. He's in competition with Dage and Colo and Wash, and he's an unbelievable kid with an unbelievable work ethic. I think his knockbacks have helped him, but the most pleasing thing is now he's not changed his work rate in terms of doing extras after training, his finishing bits. And he is a much better player now. So obviously, I've not seen him for a few years. I've watched him and played against him a few times, coaching wise. But obviously, watching him now and seeing him in training, I'm sure he'll get goals for us. And he's an exciting signing that I'm sure fans will buy into, not only because of his quality, but his work rate.
Change of focus for you on Tuesday night. Long trip up to Barrow in round 2 of the Carabao Cup. Obviously, you want to win every game. You want to stay in every competition for as long as possible. So, how do you approach this one?
Exactly the same as we would do any other game. Lads will see Barrow this morning in a meeting. We'll go through set pieces, how the team's going to look, the shape's going to look. We'll obviously travel up tonight, and then it'll be everybody to the pump, ready to go and get a positive result. And we don't take any competition lightly, as everybody at training ground sees staff-wise. But I think some people outside might say, "Oh, it's second round at Cup, Barrow away. Bristol City is more important." Well, Bristol City will be more important when it gets here. We've got fully focused on Barrow, and we're looking forward to what will be a challenging fixture. Obviously, we've been underdog. I mean, we was against West Ham when West Ham come to Pride Park, and obviously we're going up there, and they'll be an underdog. And as we all know, underdogs can be dangerous. There'll be some shocks in this round, and we've just got to make sure that we're not one of them.
That's Derby first team coach Matt Hamshaw. The Rams squad for tonight will be pretty much as you were from the weekend, with one potential exception. The Rams completed the loan signing from Wolves of youngster Tawanda Chirewa yesterday. We spoke to him after his first look around Moor Farm.
Yeah, it's brilliant. Brilliant training ground, a lot of pitches, brilliant stuff. Everything has been good still.
And you're going to train, I should say, with the boys a little bit later. What have been your impressions of Derby watching from afar? Well, no, not that far away, because you were at the game on Saturday, I think.
Yeah, I was there on Saturday. Yeah, it was a disappointing result, but the fans' support was amazing. I was in there with them, and it was loud, fantastic. No seat was even empty there. The lads, they worked hard, and they should have really nicked a draw, to be honest. It wasn't our day. Hopefully tomorrow against Barrow is our day, and on Saturday and foreseeable future. Absolutely.
I'm guessing the fact you were there on Saturday means that this has been talked about for a little while at least, this move?
Yeah, for a while I knew I was going to go on loan, and obviously there was different places I could have gone, and as soon as I spoke to the manager here, to the gaffer here, and I was sold, and as soon as I spoke to him, I knew I was wanted to come here and meet him and meet the players and play under him. So he's definitely key to why I've come here.
Yeah, we've heard lots of stories about Paul Warne. What were your first impressions when you spoke to him for the first time?
Vibrant, a character, someone who I think I could get along with and I want to play under, someone who I could trust that whatever he says is not going to deceive me or try to lie to me. He's quite straightforward, and that's something which I want in my career right now. So, yeah, he's definitely someone who I'm looking forward to working with and working under and getting better with him.
Supporters might recognise you and know the name from Premier League appearances last season with Wolves. Just tell me a little bit about those experiences that you've had.
They were brilliant. Some of my best moments of my career have been obviously last season. Obviously, my first start against Arsenal was a brilliant day. That was one of the most proudest moments in football, to be honest. And obviously a lot more kind of 20 minutes, 15 minutes here and there. So it was a good season, to be honest. And now coming here, I'm looking forward to playing 40 games and helping this team to get as far as we can up the leaderboard. And hoping we can help this club get back to where it should be.
For those who don't know you as well, what should we expect? What sort of player are you?
I'll say I'm attacking midfielder, someone who can score goals, create chances. I can defend well, I can work hard, I'm quite athletic. Someone who can just help the team with the ball a lot more, be more composed and calm, and build up the play and create chances. So I'm looking forward to scoring, assisting and helping this team with so many good attacking players already, score more goals and be a real threat in the Championship this year.
I don't know if you know many of the guys, but you certainly know someone, Caden Jackson, former teammate of yours at Ipswich.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I know Caden. Yeah, he was obviously in the first team. I was younger back then, so yeah, we came across each other a couple of times. We trained quite a lot together. So yeah, it's good that I know him. Someone I can look to when I first come in, and obviously he's a quick player. Someone who scored a lot of goals in his career, and someone I look forward to finding and trying to help him score more goals.
And I don't know if you've met the boys yet or not, but a long bus journey to Barrow and back will be a great way to get to know everybody, won't it, over the next day or two?
Yeah, that'll be the way I get to know everyone, that journey. Yeah, it's a long drive, yeah. So I haven't met anyone yet, but speaking to people who've been here, and they've all told me everyone's brilliant here. It's a family, and yeah, I can't wait to get started, to be honest.
Great to have you here, T. Welcome.
Cheers, thank you very much.
That's Tawanda Chirewa, who could make his Derby debut tonight up at Barrow. It'll be Derby's first visit to Holker Street since 1956. The League Two side have designs on climbing up the EFL. And doing it under new manager Stephen Clements, who replaced Pete Wilde in the summer. Clements has some pedigree in this competition. He went to the final twice, winning it with Tottenham back in 1999. Barrow's best ever performance is reaching the third round. So if they beat Derby for the first time in their history tonight, they'll also be matching their highest achievement in this competition. Derby haven't lost to lower league opponents in the Carabao Cup for getting on for 10 years. Ryan Nyambe is hoping that that doesn't change tonight. We've been talking to him after Saturday's defeat at Watford.
Well, it's obviously very disappointing. You know, you want to come away with something at the end of the day, and then unfortunately we didn't come away with anything. I think obviously maybe even a point would have been ideal against the Watford away, strong team. But you know, disappointment at the end of the day.
How pleased have you been with the level of compete in these first 3 games back in the Championship?
I think, you know, the spirit, determination is there. Obviously, you can see the quality is a bit different, obviously in League One. But I think, you know, the fight for us is there, determination is there. It's just obviously that, like I say, quality a bit that I think we're a bit, you know, lacking at the minute, but it will come.
You've got back to the Championship experience. I've spoken to a lot of the guys about this, Matt Hamshaw earlier today as well. Is there a bit of almost a culture shock when you see the difference in quality from League One to the Championship close up?
Yeah, 100%. It's marginal, obviously, but, you know, those marginal things, and, you know, when it comes to a game, and per se, like, on a counter-attack, you know, you've got to pick the perfect pass, the right moments, taking your chances. Obviously, if you make mistakes, you get punished more severely in this league. There's a big difference, but it's marginal as well.
You move on to the Carabao Cup second round on Tuesday night. Long way to go up to Barrow, and obviously you want to go there and win.
Yeah, of course. You know, we want to get a result, obviously give us a confidence boost, and just obviously keep us striding forward. But also be nice to get a cup run in it. Obviously keep everyone playing, keep everyone fit, and you know, just obviously for the fans as well, for them to enjoy football and, you know, watch us win games.
Hear it a lot. You'd rather be playing than training, right? So the more games you can play, the better.
Yeah, definitely. I'd rather play a game every 2 days, every 3 days. It's more, how can I say, fun. You know, the adrenaline that you get in a game, you don't get it in training. So yeah.
You signed a new contract in the summer, plenty of new faces around as well. Does it feel as though everyone's been here forever now? Yeah,
we've still got most of the group, obviously, a few new faces. But it does obviously, when I first came in, I just settled in really quick. And I think some of the lads that probably have come in before, like, you know, Ebbs, when he first came in, he settled in really quick. I think some of the lads that have come in just this summer now are settling in really quick. And the more the season goes forward, I think the more we're going to gel. So, yeah.
That's Ryan Nyambe, and this has been the build-up. It's Barrow against Derby County tonight in the second round of the Carabao Cup. Audio coverage only tonight on RamsTV, but you will get reaction later at dcfc.co.uk. Goodbye for now.